deal with the topic that is Maslow's need hierarchy theory of motivation. It's one of the most important theory of motivation which is based on the psychology of human beings, and according to that Maslow classified the needs of human beings in five category in a pyramid like structure. He classified the needs in five category: physiological needs, safety needs, social needs, esteem needs, and lastly self actualization needs, which we are going to study in this PPT in the further slides. So let's get started. First of all, let me give my introduction. This is Shalini Khatwani. I'm an MBA in the field of finance and marketing from Sri Shankaracharya Group of Institution, Bhilai, Chhattisgarh. Work experience 3 years. Previously was working with the Kalinga University as an assistant professor in management, commerce department, location Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and currently preparing for UgCnet Management. So we're going to study with the different needs, okay, that are in classification in a pyramid like structure which Maslow has framed, and this theory of motivation is the most important part of organization behaviors theory. Okay, so before studying with that we should know what is need. Okay, needs are the basic necessity for the survival of human beings. Okay, something which is necessary. Without the fulfillment of the needs, okay, like food, clothing, shelter, sleep, affection, appreciation, love, concern, okay, so human being cannot survive. So it's very necessary to fulfill the needs for the survival of organism. Deficiency, if there is a deficiency of this fulfillment of the need, it can lead to negative outcome like deficiency or death. Needs are classified into two category: objective and subjective. Objective refers to the things which can be seen, touched, count or felt, like food, sleep, shelter. Subjective needs which cannot be seen, touched, counted, but it can be felt, like appreciation from the boss, recognition from the boss, a good harmonious environment in the organization, good colleagues who are who are very creating a good healthy environment, disciplined environment. Subordinates are following the orders, respecting your rules, regulation or the policy or the thing which you are conveying to them, following of all the ethics, following all the systematic functioning in an organization. So these are the needs which are most important, I would say. Without affection, acceptance, love, concern, bond, no organism can live in this world. Now these are the fundamental human needs: affection, protection, creation, freedom, identity, participation, understanding, idleness, subsistence and transcendence. Now this is Abraham Maslow. Let us focus on the introduction of Abraham Maslow. Maslow was a professor of psychology at Alliant International University, Brandeis University, Brooklyn College, New School for Social Research, and Columbia University. A review of General Psychology survey published in 2002 ranked Maslow as the 10th most cited psychologist of the 20th century. It's the great achievement of Maslow. Maslow focused on the positive qualities of the people. His most, I would say, feature, okay, a characteristic of Maslow is that he focuses on the positive quality of the people rather than focusing on negative one. Now these are the theories, assumptions regarding the theory which he has given. Okay, Abraham Maslow attempted to formulate a need-based framework of human motivation. See, basically he made a pyramid-like structure in that he classified the needs in five category, okay, from lower to higher level. And he said that, like for example, moving from lower to higher, the needs should be fulfilled like that. Firstly, the basic needs, then safety, social, esteem, then self-actualization needs. This should be the moment of the needs, okay? And he made a pyramid-like structure, and in which needs, see, one need is fulfilled, then another need arises, and that leads to motivation. Okay, the basis of Maslow's theory is that human beings are motivated by unsatisfied need. The needs which are not fulfilled, which are not satisfied, human beings are motivated by that. Okay, for example, I'm getting 20,000 in an organization. Okay, now I've joined new organization and I'm getting 25,000. I will be motivated because this was not satisfied previously. But if I join a new organization and I'm getting 15,000, I will be not satisfied. Why? Because this was earlier satisfied. So human beings are motivated by unsatisfied need. This point should be noted. Okay, and the and that certain lower needs need to be satisfied before higher needs. See, firstly, it's very important to fulfill basic needs, then safety, social, then esteem, then self actualization. He said the lower needs need to be fulfilled first. Okay, for example, if a worker is there and his basic needs are not fulfilled, and for example we make him a president or chairman of that particular organization, he has reached to self esteem needs. Will he be satisfied? No, because his basic needs, physiological needs, safety needs, social needs are not fulfilled, and he has reached to esteem needs. So the needs need to be fulfilled one by one, from physiological to safety to social to esteem to lastly self actualization needs. Maslow explained need drives motivation. See, because of need there is a motivation. For example, I am an assistant professor in XYZ university. Okay, need, what is the need is to become associate professor. So due to need, I will be motivated, I will work hard, I will improve myself, I will enhance my teaching ability, I will become a PhD holder. So what happens? Due to need is to become an associate professor. I am an assistant professor, so need is to become an associate. Due to need, we motivate ourselves, we work hard to achieve that need. Okay, as each need is substantially satisfied, one need is satisfied, we reach to another one becomes significant. Okay, like earlier I was an MBA student, then after MBA then I cleared the interview for becoming an assistant professor, then after becoming an assistant professor now my new need is to become an associate. Okay, or to clear JRF or to become a JRF scholar. So what is this, if one need is fulfilled, then another need becomes very very significant. This theory tells about the human psychology. Okay, satisfied need no more motivates an individual. See, if one need is satisfied, that will if we are getting same thing again, we will be not happy, we will be not satisfied. Okay, now Maslow's hierarchy of need is a motivational theory. Yes, psychology, it is based on psychology of human being. It's a mental concept. Okay, comprising a 5-tier model. It's a 5-tier model. Okay, let me make a pyramid like structure. Firstly, this is physiological need or basic needs, which are very very important. Then comes here safety, social, esteem, and lastly self actualization. Okay, so one more important thing I would like to tell you, that it is important to note that Maslow's 1943 to 1954 5-stage model has been expanded. See, one more important point to note, this was a 5-tier model: physiological, safety, social, esteem, and self actualization. But it has been expanded and included cognitive, aesthetic, and transcendence needs. Okay, which we are going to not study in depth in this PPT, but I am going to give you a briefing regarding that terms. Okay, what is cognitive needs? Knowledge and understanding, curiosity, exploration, need for meaning, predictability. See, what happens if we get a new terminology, if we get something new, different, which is very innovative, we analyze, we want to search for that. Okay, if we want to get something new, very innovative, very different. Okay, so that's cognitive need. It doesn't happen in common life, it's little uncommon. Aesthetic need, appreciation. See, appreciation and search for beauty, balance form. Appreciation somewhat I would say for like recognition for a work. Okay, search for beauty, identifying something which is very different, very beautiful. Transcendence needs, a person is motivated by values which transcend with nature and beyond the personal self. Mystical experience and certain experience with nature that persuade of science and religion. See, what happens, these are the needs which are very different. Okay, some believe in religious, some believe in some science or some technology which is very different, which is very innovative. Okay, and it's beyond the personal self. Now let's focus on the 5 tier model which was given by Maslow. Okay, I've told you it is classified into 5 categories: physiological needs, safety needs, social need, esteem needs, self actualization need. This is the classification of the needs that human being possess in their lifetime. Okay, physiological needs are the basic needs and they are in the lower level of the hierarchy of the pyramid. Okay, they need to be fulfilled first. This is also known as basic need: food, water, warmth, rest. Then safety. After fulfilling of basic needs, human being wants safety, okay, security for surviving for a longer period of time. Then comes belongingness, that's social needs: living in a society, living in a particular working environment. They need affection, then they need a group of friends to share their ideas, views. Okay, so that is social need. It's one of the most important need. Okay, now esteem needs. See, esteem needs refers to the need which is giving you fulfilling your identity, analyzing your identity, and analyzing your differentiation among the team, among the organization. Okay, see what happens. For example, CEO, CFO, being a member of board of director, becoming a president. So these are fulfillment of esteem needs, which gives you recognition in the particular organization or world. Like Bill Gates has achieved this self-esteem needs, Ratan Tata, Dhirubhai Ambani. These are some examples. Now, self-actualization needs. After achieving esteem needs, self-actualization refers to achieving one's full potential, including creative activity. See what happens in self-actualization. A person has achieved all these needs, and he has achieved what he wanted to achieve in his life. Now he wants happiness, peace, and settlement in his life. Like we say, they have reached to the another level. Okay, they have connected with God, somewhat we can say, in self actualization needs. So let's focus on this all needs in depth. Okay, now physiological needs, these are the basic need that human being possesses. Very important to fulfill these needs. Without the fulfillment of this need, human being cannot go to safety, social, esteem, and self-actualization needs. Physiological needs are the top priority. These are the top priority in the hierarchy because they tend to have the highest strength until they are reasonably satisfied. These are biological needs. Biological refers to somewhat we can say connected with the body. If they are not fulfilled, then body cannot function properly. For human being survival, if these needs are not satisfied, the human body cannot function optimally. Maslow consider physiological need as the most important, as all other need become secondary. See, if physiological needs are not satisfied, human being cannot focus on safety needs, social need, esteem needs, and self-actualization need doesn't arrive if physiological needs are not fulfilled. Very important. Now these are the example what he needs: air, food, water, clothing, shelter. These are physiological need of human being. Let's focus on the second most need, that safety needs, security needs. Okay, once the physiological needs are satisfied to a reasonable level, another level of need becomes important. One need is fulfilled, then human being goes to another level of fulfilling his need. Become important in this hierarchy comes the need for safety and security. People want experience, order, predictability, and control in their life. See what happens if we are living in the society, we want safety against harm, danger. So there needs some team or organization which will protect you against harm, danger, risk. Who are they? Police, school, business, medical care. Okay, for example, emotional security, financial security, employment, social welfare, law, order, freedom from fear, social stability, property, health, and well-being, safety against accidents and injury. Best examples is life insurance, health insurance, different insurance we have studied, okay, in insurance subject. Now these are safety needs. Let's focus on the social needs. This comes in the pyramid in the third level. Very important, social needs. Without the fulfillment of social need, human being cannot survive because he lives in a team, he lives in a family, he lives in a group of friends, he lives in a group of I would say colleagues. in the organization where he's working with the different people with different perception, different attitude, different learning theories. So he need to match with them. So there needs a fulfillment of social needs. That's belongingness. After physiological and safety needs fulfillment, the third level of human need is social need and involves feeling of belongingness. The need for interpersonal relation motivates behavior. See, if I have a good relation with my boss, okay, if my boss is appreciating me for my work and I'm following his orders, rules, regulation, everything, so what happens, they creates a cordial relation and that will result in the productivity of organization. So it's very important to create a good social environment and fulfilling employees social needs for enhancing the productivity and achieving the profitability vision of the business organization. Example: friendship, intimacy, trust, accepting, receiving, giving, affection, love, affiliating, being a part of group, family, friends, work. It's very important for an organism or human being to live in a group where there is affection, love, receiving, giving, affection, accepting, being a part of family, being a part of friends, being a part of a work culture. These are social needs. Now, esteem needs. This comes in the fourth level of a pyramid in the Maslow'S need hierarchy theory of motivation. These are self-respect. Esteem refers to giving a recognition, okay, proving themselves are different from the group. For example, I become an HOD in management department in an XYZ university. That fulfills my esteem need. Becoming a chairman, becoming president, becoming a CEO of MNC. So this fulfills the esteem needs. Self-esteem needs somewhat gives you self-confidence that we are different, we have some extra quality which gives you recognition. Okay, after fulfilling all the basic needs, physiological needs, safety, social, then an individual reach to esteem needs, that I should be given recognition for my work, I should have a separate quality which make me different from a group of team, a group of member. Self-respect, self-confidence, recognition, being unique, feeling of personal growth, personal worth, sorry. Now, esteem needs can be classified as the need to be respected, okay, the need to be appreciated, the need for power. When the three previous needs, when the three needs, previous needs like physiological, safety, social are fulfilled, a person reaches to esteem needs. It gives a person a positive self-esteem. This self-esteem is further encapsulated with self-confidence. This gives the person self-confidence that I have some quality which gives me appreciation, which gives me recognition, and which makes me unique. Okay, competence. This can be manifested when, for instance, an employee is given recognition for his good work. Okay, see, if an employee is working well and he has given recognition, award, appreciation in the front of top management, how he feels, his esteem needs are fulfilled. These are some esteem needs. Now lastly, the most important top hierarchy of pyramid, that comes self-actualization needs, achieving one's own potential, self-fulfillment. Self-fulfillment needs are the highest in the hierarchy. Okay, these are in the top of the hierarchy. This is like a person's desire to reach that certain level of success that he has been longing for. Say, for example, a rank and file employee would like to become an executive of the company. After a certain number of years, this would be the peak of his career, and the feeling of success will bring the realization of his dreams. See, self-actualization, somewhat I would say, this is a need which fulfills one's potential. He was dreaming for some designation for a longer period of time. For example, I want to become an HOD in a good university. So this is my self-actualization need. When I achieve that need will be fulfilled. That will be the last hierarchy where I want to reach in my life. Okay, so self-actualization means the person where he wanted to reach in his life. Okay, where he desired to become, he became. Okay, Maslow believed that self-actualization could be measured through the concept of peak experience. This occurs when a person experiences the world totally for what it is, and there are feeling of joy. See what happens when we achieve what we wanted to, and for which we have worked so hard for so many years. What that gives, it gives joy, it gives wonder, it gives happiness. Okay, so that is self actualization needs. Okay, it is important to know that self actualization is a continual process. It's a continual process of becoming, rather than a perfect state one reaches of a happy. See, it's not important to become perfect, it's important to become happy inside. That is where you have reached to self actualization needs fulfillment. Okay, these are some example of self actualization. Okay, it would be say spiritual also. When become person spiritual, when he connects to God, all his needs are fulfilled and he wanted to get a good connection with the God. Okay.